up, but now I'm gonna go and pull up my Facebook pages because Sunshine said it again. She said Doc and Kayla in trouble. Boy, ain't they? Oh my God, ain't they? Like you're supposed to be close by. All right, so Keish. Number 7 was the one that I was really just elaborating on about the cheap clients, girl. Like if you, I just went on kind of in full detail about that. It's just pretty much really, if you have cheap clients, that's a clear indicator, clear indicator that it's time to raise your price, right? Or the ones that's just like complaining, or they just a nuisance. They just being difficult. 9 times out of 10, it is not because you're just bad at what you're doing, or it's just sometimes it's just the type of person that falls in that category. They're not called bargain basement baddies for no reason. I don't run around saying that term just because it's fun. This is a particular type of avatar. And so for some people, guys, they work fine. But if you are seeking a higher value client and you are pushing a higher price or a higher package item or product or service, they ain't for you, boo. They not for you. So if they been, if you see yourself working with difficult people all the time, or people that complain, or you just got too many clients, baby, don't sit there and get difficult. I mean, don't sit there and get frustrated. Just increase your prices. For one, that'll slow down the volume, and that'll weed out the people that can't afford it, or they just weed out the wrong people, right? So number 7 was, if you have difficult clients, just raise your prices at the end of the day. The cheap headaches. Oh, Alicia, you back on YouTube. Y'all just jumping, bouncing all around. Oh my goodness. All right. So I thank y'all for y'all patience and working with my crew and took a nap, maybe. I don't know. But number 8, y'all, number 8. So one of the, and this really works for me a lot, guys. I think I don't know, I probably talked about this a few weeks ago, whatever the case may be. But when you kind of got a item and it's a higher price item, it just really depends on how you market. But it's much easier to sit there and push your cheaper package as opposed to your higher price item, right? Like you would never see my coaching products or nothing like that on a Facebook ad. For one, it's a higher price item, and it's not something that somebody gonna click one time, boop, and then see the packages or whatever and just pick one. That takes a nurturing process, right? Sometimes even same thing with the classes. For some people, because a lot of people are now doing classes that's like very inexpensive, and hey, I get it, but that ain't me. So it's like, I need you to be around a little longer to see the value you're going to get. So you're new to the community. You're new to Precious Stevens of the Posh Academy. So I need you to come and take this here. Come and take this free course. That way, I'm going to give you a whole lot of value for free. I ain't even going to charge you for that, boo. I'm going to give you everything you need. By the time you come to me, you are well prepared for all this that I'm going to give. So now when they show up, it's like, okay, I've been following. So I hear this all the time. I've been following you for a while. I've been in your groups. I've been stalking you on YouTube. I get it, because it's not that easy for somebody to say, oh, I want to learn draping. But then they see the price, like, hold on, pause. But me as an instructor, I understand the value I'm bringing, baby. I understand that you one day with me, if you do what I tell you to do, you can make that back in two go rounds. So you have to realize the value that you're bringing, and then don't waver from it, right? So at the end of the day, that is like the key when number 8 is going to be offering choices. So with me, I'd offer package. Wait a minute, my head. I offer payment options, right? Now, with some of my stuff, I didn't offer the payment options. So I will offer a payment option, but it was like a short time frame. Maybe you had to pay it off in 2 months or 3 months. And for some people, that's probably was too short for that to happen. So one thing that we did, and it was probably the smartest things that I've done, but I just learned about it when I implemented it a year ago, was like the other third-party payment options, right? When we introduced Klarna, guys, Klarna alone, I haven't even looked at as of to date, but I'm almost certain Klarna, we are in the 6 figures with Klarna, because Klarna alone was generating well over five figures every month just because I was now producing payment options, and they were based upon Klarna's their plan, not mine. Mine is you get this product, or I'm promoting the service. You don't get the product or the service until it's paid in full. God damn it, something's in my eye. You don't get the product or the service until it's paid in full. But with Klarna, I love the system. So all of you guys that's doing the Afterpay and Affirm, baby, that was one of the best things since sliced bread, because it allows you as the merchant to provide, to go ahead and relinquish whatever it is you're selling. And then they are taking the liability of what happens, right? It kind of frees us up of client not paying or not paying on time or whatever the case may be. So number 3 is definitely offer some choices. I like things to be simple. I normally offer things in 3 choices. Sometimes I do 4, depending on what it is that I'm selling. But I like it simple. Like, look, you got 1, 2, or 3. Pick one. Where you fall? Where you fall? We're not going to sit there and dance around a whole bunch. Guys, I'm going to try to tell you. I'm trying to think. Why was I interviewing this young lady? I cannot remember. I can't remember what it was. But I had an interview the other day. I was interviewing her for something. I got like 4 positions that's open on Indeed, right? She applied to one of them. And I normally do either somebody on my team, or if I have the time, I'll do like a preliminary. It's kind of like a pre-qualifications meeting first, like 15 minutes. So we did the meeting. And in the beginning, guys, I was like, okay, cool. I think this is it. She lost me when it came down to the pricing, because it was like, for one, it sounded as if she didn't have a pricing structure. It sounded as if it was like, whatever you need, I'm going to make it work. Because she was like, but we could also do this. And I was like, what? After a while, it just started sounding like Charlie Brown. Wah, 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 wah. I was like, you totally lost me. Like, baby, keep it super simple. KISS, KISS, keep it super simple, especially if you're talking to me, a Gemini and a creative. Don't give me too much at one time. That my brain activity can't handle all that. It's a lot. I'm gonna filter you out, and I just ain't gonna hear nothing you say. And that's a lot. That's like the same thing with marketing. Don't sit up here and give somebody all these choices. Keep it simple. When I have payment options, or I have different tier levels, I'm at 3, maximum 4. You're gonna do basic, premium, platinum. Bam. That's it. I'm not going to do a bunch of, well, we could do this over here. And then, like, I need to sell you on one first. And then once I sell you on the one, now we could talk about some other options, or we could talk about some other stuff. But let me sell you on one first before I sit here and confuse you with all that I got going on, because I got a lot. And I can meet you wherever you at. But we need to lock in on one first. Let's do one first. That's all I'm saying. So if you're doing packages, that's like an easy way to increase your prices. So now if you had a $1,000 package, make it $2,000, but it'll be a lot more digestible when you make payment options, or you have, like, I just simple package levels, basic, deluxe, luxe, DIY, call it whatever you want, but being able to pick from a small variety, though. Don't sit there and overwhelm people with all these choices, because y'all know us. If you give us too much, we ain't gonna buy nothing. It's too. That's exactly what I did the other day. Because at first I was like, oh yeah, I like this. I was like, I could see her on my team just because she was just talking the language of, or she was hitting on my pain points. She messed me up when it came to the price, and I was like, well, wow, you sound just as confused as me. And it was like, I like, no, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work for me. I need you to get cut clear to the chase. If I am like all over the place and I'm looking for structure and organization and like the delegated and know that you got it, and then now you talking to me like you all over the place, baby, you're gonna be able to do it. I don't care how good you are at what you do. You lost me right there with all them options. It's too many. How the heck am I gonna pick? You just gave me 20 options that I gotta pick from. Like, and then I'm just trying to tell you, Jessica, I'm trying to tell you, don't laugh. But definitely offer choices, guys. Offer choices, but don't kill them. You can't be like how we talked earlier about being confident. You got to be confident, and this is what it is. Pick and choose. We're not going to sit up here and take the balloons out that package. No, boo. If you can't afford that package, then you qualify for basic. That's it. If basic ain't good enough, then you better go find some more coins and come up here, because we're not going to do a lot of a la carte. And some of you guys' business is set up a la carte, and that's fine if it works for you. But somebody like me, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I like the KISS. Keep it super simple. This is what it is. Even my backdrops, y'all. I'm doing a pricing training on June 2nd on pricing and how I price my backdrops. We're not going to do a bunch of, like, my old way of teaching was like I had a spreadsheet and I would mark out everything. Oh, it got one panel, one layer, 2 tie backs, a shanty. Nobody got time for all that. That's a lot. That's a lot. We in a microwave world. Like, they want they quotes instantly. I need to know how much I'm looking at. So now I got 3 levels. You want the basic backdrop, you want the premier backdrop, or you want the premium. And all of them, the dollar mark sound just like that. Basic, okay. Premier, okay, that's that range. And premium, you better come with some coins. It's just that simple. Say it again, Keisha. It's either or. We're not doing all them options, because I'm gonna be confused. And then I gotta go back and like, well, what did she get again? Like, what's included? This is the package. This is what it includes. You may waive a little bit, like, especially for you that do full design. I get that, because it's so much that you guys do. But don't sit up here and spread yourself thin trying to satisfy all these clients. Like, one want a $10,000 package, then one want a $2,000. Like, they 2 totally different customers. Like, why? If you very easily got that $10,000 client, stay in that price range. Don't come down here talking to them. Don't do it. All I'm telling you. KISS is a great test of terminology. I'm trying to tell you, Jessica, 1, 2, or 3. Keep it super simple, baby. Kim, say it again. KISS. When is the pricing class? Pricing class is June the 2nd. June the 2nd. But that's in planning and profit, guys. Because clients always want to take something away. I be hearing these stories. Like, I don't know how y'all do that. Like, one thing I can say, I have never had that happen. Like, I'd be hearing these horror stories about the clients taking centerpieces and chargers. They thought the chargers was, they wrapped the people played up in the. What? I haven't experienced that. I haven't. I think my most horrible story that kind of sent my brain through the roof was doing an event, and it was I don't know if it was engagement party or bridal. I can't remember, because y'all know they do these baby showers and these engagement parties like it's a whole wedding. I can't remember. And it was very last minute. And I just know it was a lot of flowers, and it was a lot of white. And I had to take a lot of glass. I had to take drones. I had to take white drapery. But she was pregnant. I don't know why I want to say it was a baby shower. I can't remember. But we left because the party ended up going so long. And she paid the pretty penny for that, because it was last minute, and she didn't complain about the price. She ain't complain. So I felt super comfortable. Like, you know what? We can just come back tomorrow, because I wasn't going to stay up that late. Right. I was like, my team, because at that time I had two guys that was working with me that wasn't like a part of family, and they were the ones that break down. So I was like, I'm not going to sit up here and they got to come in and wee hours in the morning. So I'm like, we can just come back tomorrow. I could send them tomorrow. Boom. Baby. I sent them, and either my stuff wasn't there or we couldn't get in. I can't remember what it was, but like for a good 3 to 4 hours, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. I know I had some streaks, because your girl was scared. I said, no, they did not run off with all my stuff. But long story short, I think it was something that the venue people, like the actual venue people, wasn't there or was locked. And the people the people I served broke my stuff down. Like, they actually broke it down and they stashed it like in the back, so it was easy for me to pick up. But when we looked in the window, we ain't see nothing. I was like, oh, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. So I'm trying to tell you. Sunshine said, I stuck to my guns last night. She accepted the proposal and sent my cash this morning. Don't back down, guys. Sunshine, I'm just trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, when you come from, it's like a force of energy that you're passing off when you're in these consultations. Like, we are human. So I do it too. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I just see what I could get away with just because I'm human. And sometimes it's fun. Just like, let me see if I can get away with it. Let me see. Right? But that's how it is in the consultations. I don't know what's up with this piece of hair. I can't find it. But that's how it is in these consultations. Like people will push just to see what they can get away with. But when you're firm and you're just confident and not necessarily, and we're not talking about being cocky, but we're just talking about, just some people you can't play with. I'm one of them people. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Run me my money. That ain't what I be saying though. That ain't my attitude. But it's like some people you just know are I ain't gonna play with her. And it's just something about you knowing and owning where you are and what you're worth, and just you ain't wavering like, nah, this is what it is. Because you already know, we know once we leave these consultations, we know what it's going to require. All the hard work finally starts when they make their deposit, right? When they make their initial deposit, that's when the work starts. No deposit, we just had a conversation. You're not a client. That ain't happening. We just had a conversation. But once the deposit is paid, okay, now the work starts. Now I'm envisioning in my head what you want, the delivery of what you want. Prior to the money being in my account, it's like, okay, that was just a conversation. Next conversation, right? I try to tell you this is really real, right? So I'm trying to tell you, like, number 8, guys. The bottom line is offer choices. Keep it super simple. I stick to 3, maybe 4, but that's just me. I'm not saying that's something you have to do. I do it because a lot of you guys jump in my inbox, a lot of you guys, and y'all got these people coming to y'all, and y'all could do the work because half of y'all I taught you, right? But you're like, oh my God, they want this done, they want that done. Precious, I don't know how to price it. You got to tell me. And I'm like, baby, realistically, you should know, right? But if it's somebody in my old classes, we really didn't cover pricing to that degree. And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't doing package prices at the time when it came to backdrops. I was doing my long form because I thought it was an easy way to help people understand why the backdrop costs what it costs, right? It's like I can't tell you this backdrop costs $1,000, and I'm talking about me as an instructor. I can't tell you go out there and price it at that without you understanding why you need to price it at that. And that was the problem I had. Even though I went and got training and I did all the things, it took me a long time to figure out the pricing thing because I wasn't taught that in my class. I wasn't taught. I was like, all right, this is the standard, and this is what it is. And I'm like, well who made them rules? Like, I just didn't understand it. So it's like it took a long time for me to really come up with a strategy and come up with a solution to help people battle the same thing I was battling with. Like, all right, I know how to do it, but I still was doing it for $400, $500. Like, no, like, I still, because I didn't understand the mechanics behind how to price. And it's like, it took me a while. So the first half, like my whole pricing strategy, it was long, guys. I ain't gonna lie. And y'all know what I just say, keep it super simple. It was just too long for me. But that was my way of teaching a person why it costs this much. Like you're putting all these things on this backdrop, and for one, that's labor. For two, that's embellishments. You need to be paid for that because it's not a basic backdrop no longer once you add all the things that I teach you to add. So from that, just derived from a much simpler system, and then still being able to help people understand why this backdrop will fall under basic, why this will fall under your intermediate, and why this will fall under your premium, period. And it's just I don't know. It took me a long time, but I had to learn to keep it super simple and just teach the strategy. And then, you let people do what they feel. But now it's like they have a sense of confidence because they know why they need to put on that invoice what I suggest they put, as opposed to, I don't know, Precious, they ain't gonna pay that. They not gonna do that. All right, girl, yes, they will. Yes, they will. But you got to be clear, understanding what you are delivering, right? Like what you're bringing. You are the wow factor. It's like you, balloons, florals. That's the first thing you see when you enter these venues, right? So you got to understand that. Like, wow, like my work stands out. My work, people gonna be like, ooh. So it's just being able to understand that. Machina say, right. Wait a minute, Lashina, what page you on, girl? Because I got you on both of my pages now. She say, well, I'm back to IG. Then you over here on the Posh Academy IG. I don't know. I appreciate the rose. Wait a minute. Miss, I'm going to try and get this name right, but y'all, I can't see, and I ain't got my glasses on. Miss Bama Rays. Okay. Thank you, Miss Bama Rays. See, y'all about to get shut down because over there on TikTok, guess what? My people on TikTok, they send me roses. They send me gifts. Y'all don't do that. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to tell you, I think I'm pretty be exclusive to I'm mind the business that pays me. I'm just trying to tell you. Jessica says, yes, they will, because she taught me after I asked her how much you think it costs. Bam! I'm just trying to tell you. I had a customer tell me she couldn't afford me without even knowing my prices. I'm trying to tell you, some people, they can be intimidated by, they can be just intimidated by your presentation. They really can. And I mean, some people just get into it and not have a clue of what draping really would cost. So just the presentation alone is kind of like intimidating. It really is. But if it's priced correctly, those people that's intimidated, like once you just you got to have a conversation. Don't allow, and that's another training I have coming up, the objections training. Like, don't allow people to give you these lame, I was about to say a choice word, but I ain't going to say it because I don't want to get shut down. Don't allow them to give you these lame objections. Like, you have to be so strong in your marketing and your sales conversation where it's like, whatever. I'm trying to tell you, I sent out an email the other day. We talked about it a little bit. You got to keep one in your holster. Think of your 5 objections why somebody would not buy from you. What possibly could they say? I don't care how utterly ridiculous it sounds. But now, especially if it's something you heard before, you like, did she say that? Put it in your holster, because now you have to come up with a quick comeback, because you may hear it again. You never know. Somebody could say, I'm just trying to tell you, I don't know. Somebody could say, my pig just lost his nose. I ain't gonna be able to afford that. I gotta give my pig another nose. You gotta come back from that. I'm just trying to tell you. You could be like, oh my God, I just heard it all. Jesus, take the wheel. You could be, but then that's a salesman, right? That's like poor marketing. You have to lace your toolbox with quick answers to just kill objections, right? Like, think of what could people possibly say why they won't buy from me, and then come up with a quick, well, this is what it is. This is what it is. Bam. I'm trying to tell you, when you put people in a situation where they can't say no because you just killed all the objections they could possibly have, guess what's happening? Your phone gonna be like, ching, ching, you have just been sent the payment. I'm trying to tell you. But one thing I want to say though, guys, don't get that confused with a no. Sometimes a no is a freaking no. It's just like, no. But a no is different from an objection. An objection is, I got to think about it. What you got to think about, baby? Let's talk about it right now. Let's clear the air. What you got to think about? Let's clear up whatever you are confused about. If you need more clarity, let's have a conversation. I wouldn't say it like that, but I'm just saying, got to be that quick with it, because people they will tell you all the things just so they could go home. And then, when they go home, you know how our mind think. We done talked ourselves out of it. Like, you don't really need that, girl. You don't really need that. You don't really need all that draping. You only having 20 people. Don't let that happen, because you done lost a client. You got to strike while the iron is hot. I'm trying to tell you, baby. Any objections that they're feeling or they're having, all you got to do is learn how to deal with it right then and there, and still letting them feel what you're doing is your strength. Like I talked about earlier, you're strengthening the relationship, and then you're also allowing them to see you about that business. And then they just feel safe. They're like, oh my God. It's like, all right, here, just take my whole check. I'm trying to tell you. Don't come to me. You cannot come to me and tell me people ain't out here paying for what they want. I already know. There's no way my bank account would look like it look if people weren't paying for what they want. I ain't getting no donations. I ain't getting no grants. I ain't getting no whatever else they giving out. This come from my people. People are paying for what they want. So if you coming with them lame excuses, like ain't nobody gonna buy that, girl, you talking to the wrong one. You talking to the wrong one. We're gonna deal with that. We're gonna deal with that tonight, because that ain't true. Who told you that lie? Who told you that? Stop listening to them people. I'm trying to tell you. Don't listen to them people. You talking to the wrong people. All right, wait, we're going to go on to number 9. We almost done, y'all. Michelle says, wait a minute. wait a minute. I'm over here on Facebook now, y'all. All right, wait a minute, because clients always want to take. I saw that one. I stuck to my guns. I saw that one. She said, I like your work, but the other lady, Sunshine, that's one of the oldest tricks in the book, baby. I'm trying to tell you, they can always say the other lady. Oh, okay, cool. Go to the other lady. Because that's just, the other lady could be Kermit the Frog. It really ain't no other lady. They just want you to come down off your price. And I'm like, okay, cool. But you got to be going back to number 2, asking with confidence. You got to be so clear and confident in what you got. I don't care who else out here. Y'all hear me say it all the time because I'm that clear. I don't care who else out here teach draping. Can't nobody do it like me. I know that. So we ain't going to have a conversation about, well, guess what? They do it. All right, we'll go over there. You still going to come back over here in 6 months because you're like, I ain't learned nothing over there. I say it in my inbox all the time. I'm just trying to tell you. I try to tell you. So yeah, don't fall for that. Did you say the other lady over there? Go over there then. Go over there. Ty say, I cut that convo short. I forgot that this let me put the comments up. Wait a minute. Let me see. I'm still using that method. It's working for me. Michelle, I don't know what I said, but what method, boo? Because clearly you've been with me for a while. What method? Packages are better. I'm adopting the packaging. I'm done with item. Yeah, like I can't do it either. Y'all know I'm quick. I don't have no patience. I like somebody asks me something, I like shooting off exactly, allowing them to appease them for what it is they want in the moment, and then delivering my value, dropping the mic, and I'm out. Like, you want it, because I already know what I got, and I know you ain't gonna get it unless you come to me. So you be calling me later. I'm trying to tell you. When is your next design demonstration? Olivia, baby, I don't know. I don't know, lady. I don't know. What design demonstration? I don't do design demonstrations unless it's for the YouTube membership. Other than that, I don't do design demonstrations. But for YouTube membership, I'll host one over there. I don't know, I might do one. It's just kind of busy. It's kind of busy. If they say you're too expensive, stop the conversation immediately. Say, I'm going to let you think about it and call me tomorrow. Hello, hey, Sunshine, what you talk about that quick no instead of that slow yes? Don't sit there and talk to them people. Talk to the wrong people. You talk to the wrong people. I tell people I learned from the Posh Academy, and usually that cuts out the nonsense. Oh my goodness, y'all are too funny. The old pricing methods, it helps me out a lot. Looking forward to the new. Yes, it's so, Michelle, it's so simple now. I'm trying to tell you. The old one I liked it because it was very thorough. I took a lot of time, like, just to figure out, because I knew people just want to know the numbers. And mentally, I figured it would help people understand why it's priced at what it is. But I have learned and seen, like, in my class, we didn't got to get into pricing. By the time they done with what we do in class, they're like, oh no, I ain't going back charging no $500, $600, $700. This is a lot of work. And it is a lot of work. So it's kind of like that alone lets them realize, like, baby, don't go home doing this that I'm teaching you. Now, I don't care who in your town doing what. I don't care. When you become Posh approved, baby, it's a certain standard. Like, you got to at least charge this because you've learned, right? And be able to adapt and recreate what this is. Man, by the time they be folding up them 30 and 40 pounds, they be so exhausted. And I say, well, think about doing this, and then you only got paid $500. Don't get mad with me, because I told you don't do it. Don't get mad with me. You have to spend all their money until they say no, that's enough. Okay, Deirdre, you're just going to spend all of the people money. Lashana say that's great advice. I'm trying to tell you, that's all I know. That is all I know. All right, guys, we're going to roll to the next one. I know y'all be rolling with me, boy. Y'all be rolling with me. Number 9. Oh, yeah. So this is a good one. And again, this is like this is something that a lot of people that may be new to selling don't really know how to do. And Number 9, y'all put it in the comments for me, please. It's sell the experience, not the price. I don't never talk about the price. My price it is what it is. Period. I'm more focused on the experience because I know even my visuals. If I do some stuff from the draping class or I share some footage, I ain't sharing what you coming to learn. I ain't sharing like that you get this or you get that, because at the end of the day, people really could care less, because if they really want that, they can go and just order it from wherever. However, do you see this experience that my people having in this class? Do you see what they're able to create? Just by time lunchtime hit, they done already got done half of their daggone backdrop. And do you see the experience that they're having in class, interacting with each other, laughing, having a nice time, listening to our house music, because that's what we listen to, right? It's like I'm selling the experience. It's like I'm providing a visual for anyone that's thinking about taking a class or whatever the case may be. This could be you sitting in the next class, experiencing the same exact thing, producing results like this. I ain't talking about all the features. Yeah, you get a kit. Yeah, you get a library. Yeah, you get a book. You get. Nobody care about all that. Let's just be honest. They really don't. It's the experience. It's like a person. We are, especially in the creative world, we are visual people. So even with you guys that are doing the event design and the decor and the balloons, and you better sell the experience, right? Because all they're seeing is your work at their event. That's it. They don't care about how you get it there. They don't care about the gas you got to put in. They don't care about you going through the toll. They don't care that you need 2 team members. Why are you talking to them about that? They don't care. Only thing they care about is how they going to feel when they walk in and their clients walk in and see that. You better talk about that. Otherwise, you're going to lose a client. You keep talking about all of the features and not the benefits. Talk about the benefit, baby. My benefit coming to my class is you can immediately go home, increase your prices, drape a premium backdrop, and attract a higher paying client. I ain't talking about nothing about the class. I talked about the results and what you'll be able to achieve just by spending one day, 8 hours with me. Instant gratification, right? We're not talking about all that other stuff. So definitely, when you are talking about your stuff, sell the experience, right? And then know your clients or know your prospects intimate enough to realize what is it that they want. Why they come to you? Why they come to you? I know people that come to me, they tired of bargain basement Betty. That's why you're hitting all of my marketing, because they tired of them. They tired of lowballing, undercutting themselves. That's not something I would say, because I kind of learned the new verbiage, but guess what? I'm going to say it in all of my marketing because they're going to relate to it, right? They're going to relate to that. And that's the solution I provide. You no longer got to do that. You no longer got to undercut. You no longer got to low ball your prices. The price is the price. I just try to tell you. So definitely focus on the experience. People buy from people. I don't care that you use latex, whatever the balloons is. I don't care that you double stuff the balloons. I care that it looks phenomenal. I care that my guest is going to come and they're going to want to take pictures in front of it because it looks phenomenal. I care that this is going to be a focal point in my event that's just going to wow my guests. It looks phenomenal. Need I say more? So just you got to really drive in on what are your clients looking for? Why are they out shopping around, right? Why are they out shopping around? Is they don't have time, or even that's an experience. Don't sit here and talk about the features. Talk about that they could spend more time being the guest of honor or being the honoree or being the bride, right? You're going to take all that stress off. That's a benefit. I know if it was me, I want to be able to show up and I ain't got to worry about Aunt Murray and Aunt Sue kill each other. I ain't got to worry about Aunt Catherine or cousin Lele stealing the centerpiece, because I know my planner or my designer got that, right? So it's like you definitely talk to them in a way. It's like, oh my God, yeah, I need them. I got to roll with them. I need them. I can't have this wedding without them. They're going to be, man, I'm just going to show up. I'm going to have an amazing time. They're going to handle all of the stuff. It's going to be stress-free. All that, right? That's the stuff that you have to talk about. Cindy, where you been, girl? Kimberly say yes to the house music. Wait a minute. Keisha say, hold on. Y'all been over here talking. I missed this on YouTube. My cousin wanted me to do her daughter's prom backdrop. Didn't like my price. So paid another lady a cheaper price. No more family. No more family events. Wow. I don't blame you. Hey, Arena. Yes to the house music. Yes to the house music. I'm trying to tell you. So much fun. Alicia, so much fun. Ramona says you're right. Then Keisha says, sell the experience, not the price. Thank you, Keisha, for putting that up. Cindy says, I have changed my pricing strategy. This, and baby, it makes a world, girl, it makes a world of a difference. I'm trying to tell you, I don't know. Not only do I teach in a simple way, I also got to be talked to simply. That's just me. Like, don't sit here and come to me with a bunch of big words like pause, hold on, pause. What? Wait. It's not because I'm slow, because I graduated top of my class, but it's just how I take energy, like how I take information. I am a practical learner. Like, I need to do it. So that way I could just see how things work and finagle. And you talking to me, like people be trying to give me directions. I'm like, don't do it. Don't even waste your time. Don't hit me with the 2 blocks down to the left, go past the mailbox. Who you talking to? I'm not going to remember none of that. The way my brain is set up, baby, let me turn on Siri or Alexa, one of them people, and let's just kind of go with them so they can kind of show me the practical way of how I'm going to get to my destination. That works for me. So definitely just keeping it simple. It works. Kimberly says the class is intense. It is not intense. Keisha says the class was super fun. It's definitely fun. But yeah, it's not, it is intense. It's just a lot. It's a lot. But it's fun. It's dope. It's dope. It's dope. But it is a lot. It really is a lot, because it's a lot to digest in one day, which is why we created the virtual program, right? Because you want to leave, you still want your energy going to be on 1,000 people. Like, oh my God, I'm ready to go home and I'm ready to practice. And then you got all this chemistry, energy going through your body. By the time you get home and you're like, what just happened? I know that happens to me. I don't know about y'all. Maybe y'all supernatural. It happens to me. Like, I'll have it like, oh my God, yeah, I'm ready to go implement it, but bam, bam, bam. And then by the time I'm ready, it was like, what did I just learn? So we created the whole virtual hub. So you're going to forget some stuff. And this allows you to go back and like, oh, that's what she said. Right. Put this here, put this there, put this here, put this there. And again, it's about the experience. I know when people in my class is high energy. Y'all know I'm already on 1,000. Y'all already know it. That's how I come. That's how I'm always going to be. And then y'all come with the high energy. We in there high five and dance to the club music. Y'all in there designing. We doing all the things. And then by the time class is over, y'all exhausted. I'm exhausted. You try to remember everything I went through, and you can't, because it's a lot. So that's why it's good to just go back to the virtual portal and have that, to kind of refresh what you learned, right? Give them the feeling you felt from the draping class. Hello, Tanya. Come on with it again. Your classes are so much fun and informative and instantly increase my worth. Alicia, I love it. Cindy says, I actually talked to other planners in my area and asked how much they charge. And if you build a relationship with them and charge your worth, and the planner does the same, babe, you avoid the shopping. Yes. Now, I do love, and I definitely love when people collaborate. Like, in this industry, I never want to be the one to do all the things. I don't. My lane is draping. I used to do the balloons. I tried my hand at treats. I was going to try the florals. I said, nah, stay with what you know. Stay with what you excelled at. Stay there, baby. If you need any of that other stuff, go find somebody else. Go find somebody else, baby. I'm trying to tell you. So if you're able to collaborate, especially if somebody in your area and you are the draping person and they may be the treat person or the balloon person or whatever it is, that's like a happy medium. We still talk about the tips. Cindy said, around and you came up the auntie. What, Cindy? And it was going together. Okay, so you said, wait a minute. Other planners in my area ask how much they charge. And if you build a relationship with them and charge your worth, and the planner does the same, babe, you avoid the shopping around and you can up the ante. Yes. Okay. I gotcha. right, let me see what y'all talking about. What y'all talking about over here on Facebook? We excited and tired by lunch. Yes. Well, no, it's funny because now I don't see, Michelle, you ain't been in the class over the past 2 years, but now people don't even be wanting to go to lunch, girl. I mean, like, look, y'all got to get out of here. Go to lunch. They don't even be wanting to go to lunch. I hate when customers say I have to pay for the cake or the caterer or the DJ. That kills me. You have to pay your event designer. Also, Erica, come with it, boo. Say it again. Like, what? Do they not? But again, and I tell you guys this, and we kind of talked about that today. We also talked about it a little bit yesterday. It really helps, like people that's looking for our services, they don't got a clue what we do. Why? Because we come in, we make stuff happen, and we make it look amazing, and we make it look so easy. And they think that they could go watch a couple videos and they think that they can implement the same thing, and they don't realize this comes with professional training, years of, even if you self-taught, it comes with years of enhancing your craft and all this stuff. And you can go out there and try and DIY this thing, but guess what, baby? You ain't got the resources that I got. You don't know everybody I know, and your skill level is not where mine is. So it's funny because when they go through all that, it's like, they feel like they got to pick and choose, but I'm like, you just don't even realize. And I think one of the things I say, but like the people I talk to, my mentees, is show them, let them into your world. A lot of us is doing it a lot more now, thanks to like TikTok and Reels. You're allowing them to see your process. It helps them understand and respect what it is you do to a whole nother level. Like, oh my God, I did not know them cookies had to go through all that before they landed on my table. I'm trying to tell you, it just kind of makes it, they have like a different respect for you, right? Like when people come to my class, they was like, oh my God, you make it look so easy. I just didn't realize this is tiring. Like my arms hurt. Like, yeah, baby, like this is what it is. Why you think it's priced at what it's priced at? And like, I'm not going home with sore arms and I'm only got a couple $100 in my pocket. That ain't gonna happen. I'm trying to tell you. Oh my goodness. Look who we have as the instructor, Precious Stevens. I love you. I'm usually thinking so everybody getting their coins, so you're not shortchanging me. I mean, man, it's like, I don't know. I think some people view like different professionals or like different skill sets, they just view it differently. So they may view like the venue, you have to get the venue, right? Or they'll look at, and this is what I was saying earlier, they'll look at the value of what it's going to bring. So they will quickly pay a DJ. Why? It's not that the DJ is more important to you, but guess what? They visually see the DJ rocking off and people dancing. They see that. So they know, oh, the DJ is valuable. Bam. They visually see people eating the food. And if it's nasty, they're going to complain. They're going to complain, right? They visually see the whole experience with the cake. Like that is a monumental moment. That's a monumental moment at the event. So that's like a vanity thing. This is a moment when all eyes on me. I can't just have no regular little Walmart cake. Like that's not what, they don't want that. What are they asking for? They're asking for the experience because they know all eyes are going to be on them. That's their moment, right? So it's us. It's unfortunate that that's how it is now because I think social media in itself just kind of weakened and dampened the value of what everyone brings, because some people make it look easy instead of just, some people are just out there like, this is what I do and this is what it is, as opposed to, and they low cutting, they charging a couple $100 when realistically this service is a lot of freaking work. I ain't doing it for a couple $100, right? So it kind of just hurts the industry standard to a degree. But I think for me as a professional, it's my job and my duty to allow people to see my process, which is why even when we're in a warehouse, we're doing things like we let y'all see before y'all get that fabric, baby, it go through a lot of hands. It go from the manufacturer, it go to the shipping, the shipping and come in, then it comes off the truck, then it comes to our warehouse, then it got to get cut, then it got to get bagged, then it got to, a piece that ain't good, got to go to scraps, then it got to get tagged, then it got to go in the shelf, then the invoices got to come. So it's a process. So it kind of just softens the blow of like, all right, well, it's just fabric. Like, no, there's a whole process over here. Say it again, Facebook user. Yes, it's all about the experience. I'm trying to tell you, when you focus on that and not focus on the actual thing you're selling, nobody care that you a dope cake artist. Nobody care how that cake tastes though. What people gonna say when they get a slice? What is the people what their expression gonna be when we roll that cake out? Right? That is the stuff that they're looking for. So put that in your marketing. Definitely. Okay, I read that one. All right, guys, we ready. Roll it up. We ready. Roll it up. Wait a minute. All right, I did this one. I do a visual design board for my clients and sell the mood and experience. And 9 times out of 10, that is a very visual thing. 9 times out of 10, they pay more. And I do this after deposit is paid and sell the experience than what they're envisioning. Yes, like I wouldn't do like mock-ups and things. I wouldn't spend my time doing that, like you said, until the deposit is paid, because that's attached to your time, right? So it makes sense. But when you are creating these visuals, it's like only thing they're doing is imagining their event, right? Their event, and just, I don't know what that's. I know TikTok ain't showing me that again. They're imagining their event and what you're actually going to bring, what you're going to create. So that's just really what it is. So you guys focus on the benefits of what you're delivering to your prospects or your potential clients, your return clients, or whoever they are, right? Number 10, who ready for number 10? Y'all are rolling with me tonight on all these platforms. I love it. Okay, so number 10, guys. Number 10. Number 10 is this is a lot of people kind of just do this in the beginning and they just kind of stop. But number 10 is always study your competitors, their high package offers, right? Don't study like some of your competitors, they may have a lot more offers than you, or they may have just different stuff. You want to focus on, if your goal is to attract higher paying clients, only focus on the stuff that they have that's attracting higher paying clients, right? Don't worry about that they got a whole product suite. They got this and they got that. Don't focus on that. You just want to focus on the one thing that you are either you're inspired by, that you would like to have, you want to attract the same kind of audience or whatever it is, right? You need to study and actually just really study and hone in on what their high-end offers are. And then you also need to jot down anything that appeals to you, right? Because just because they have high-end offers or high-end packages, that don't mean you want to incorporate all that into your business. That don't mean that. So just kind of take notes and like, oh, that would be nice. I still do that to this day. I don't care. It could be people that's not even in the industry. If I'm inspired by something, I'm like, you want to know what? I would like my program to deliver that same thing. Like, I think my clients deserve that too. I like that. I never seen that before. I would like to implement that. You think I won't? Yes, I will. I ain't gonna do the same exact thing, but that's a way of me adding value to what I already have, right? And I'm always looking for that because I'm always looking for ways to improve what I have. Unfortunately, for what I do and kind of when I came in, I didn't have a model to replicate. I didn't. I couldn't replicate the big guys because they got budgets that I ain't have. Like I could get inspiration from that, but like I didn't see nobody at our level doing endorsement deals, collaborations, partnerships. I didn't see nobody doing that. So I was like, how the hell do I make this thing happen? And it just was, when I look back, boy, I swear to God, it was a journey. It was a journey, but I realized that even if I wasn't the first to do it, I did it in such a prominent way that it was just a lot more people saw it and was exposed to it. It makes them realize that you can do it too. You can do it too. So now when you come up and try and make collaborations or partnerships, you're not going to hear oh, we never did that before. How this work? I would hear that all the time. Oh, we never did this before. I'm like, okay, well, we ready to do it today. We about to do it today, right? It's a new day and age. This is what everybody doing. I need y'all to do it here. So I'm trying to tell you, it's just really realizing what your marketplace looks like, identifying a need and where you can fill that need. Just because other people are selling high packages or whatever it is, that don't mean that they're covering all areas of what needs to be covered. When you find the dip, of, what area or where they're lacking, that's where you come in. That's where you come in. And it makes your job so much easier because you're in an untapped market. My job, it was a lot of work, but since I was a niche within a niche. Every event professionals, yeah, but no, I didn't talk to everyone. I only talk to people that's interested in draping, right? So I'm a niche within a niche. And it made it easier for me to flourish because I only talk to specific people. You could be a balloon artist, or I ain't got what you want, baby. I ain't got what you want. But if you want you want premium draping, baby, I'm the source. I am the plug. I am where you need to, at the end of the day, where you need to go. So it just was really, tapping into something. Like I said, for me, it was tapping into an untapped market and just kind of dominating that lane to the best that I could. And I don't think is you always have a lane and have an area for you. I don't care what you do. I don't care if 50 million people do the same thing you do. Nobody do it like you. Don't nobody do it like you, baby. There's only one you. There's only that one personality. There's only that one spirit. There's only that one kinetic energy. That's it. So it's like really understanding that and owning it and positioning it in a way that where you just is the ish. You the ish. I don't care who else out there. I'm the ish. That's at the end of the day. So number 10, again, guys, is just study your competitors, like study their high package or whatever you're inspired by. Even if it's not their high package items, whatever it is that inspires you, study it, study it, study it, and then find out the weak spots or whatever it is, and then get inspiration on how you want to position yours. Also, get inspiration on how you don't want to position yours. I think for me, especially even in the coaching world, I learned a lot easier what I didn't want to do as opposed to what I wanted to do. I got so turned off with this whole coaching market because it was just so much fraud. I was like, you're sitting here trying to coach me, and guess what? You don't know more than me. You don't know more than me. You don't. And it's like you get frustrated because you hire people and it's supposed to be their thing, right? It's supposed to be their secret sauce. It's supposed to be what they do. And then you find out you got to tell them because you're knowledgeable too. But it's like, I ain't hire you for that. Like, So realistically, guys, just definitely own your lane and realize that I don't care who else do whatever else you have. It's space for you too. It definitely is space for you too. Then we down to the last two. This one gonna be real simple. I kind of touched on it earlier. Oh, my door. I kind of touched on it earlier. And number 11, guys, is don't justify your prices. At the end of the day, it's just that simple. Don't justify your prices to nobody. They're your prices. At the end of the day, if you're following the strategy and why and when to adjust your prices, it's going to speak for itself. It don't even need to be justified. It's like, it should be like, well, dang, finally, you about time you increased your prices. It should be that kind of reaction, right? Like that. Thank you, Keisha. Not the adverse effect. So don't justify your prices. Don't sit there and apologize. Don't even have that mentality, because then you're not operating out of confidence. If you're operating out of a confident space, then you already know, baby, this is what it is. This is what it is. Thank you, Tammy. Don't justify your prices, right? That is what it is. I don't know what's happening over here. So TikTok shut down. But I'm down to my last one. And I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all been rolling with me for 2 hours. Guys, y'all know I get the run in my mouth. Wait a minute. Let me see something. Thank you, Keisha and Tammy. So last one, guys, this is super simple too. It's just, I mentioned it earlier, but remember, you want to remember being repetitious, right? For me, inflation is happening, period. I don't care what nobody say. Inflation is happening. And when, it happens, our cost of shipping is higher. Our cost of inventory is higher. Our cost of operations is higher. I think this year, almost every system I use in my business, even down to a calendar app, has increased in prices. everything. I don't care if it was $1. Point is, they made their increase, right? So when you're making your increase, unless like we had a shock thing happen, like with the whole COVID or whatever that was, I get that. That's a response to the environment. That's a response to the economy. But in general, you want to follow repetition of I've increased my prices at the end of the year, every year, like clockwork. Because for me, every year we're figuring out how can we make things better. And in order for us to make things better, it's going to cost more money, right? It's going to cost more money. But I'm making the experience better. I'm making the experience more convenient. I'm making everything is like I'm improving it, right? So if you're going to increase your prices, pick a time to do it. First, analyze, even if an increase is necessary, and then do it at that time, whether you do it every quarter, whether you do it every semi-quarter, if you do it at the end of every year, whenever you make your business analytics and then you make the necessary adjustments, be sure to kind of do it repetitious, right? So you don't want to sit like, I don't know who it was earlier. She was like, I just increased my prices, but I'm like, do it again. I'm like, darn. Okay, I hear that. But you definitely for you to not get that sticker shock, like, whoa, hold on, slow down. Just kind of do it at the same time. Every time, every year, whatever that is. For me, we normally do it like every November. Or if I make an immediate change, like I said with the draping tool, we made that immediate shift. So, guys, Cindy say, shoot someone. Wait a minute, shoot someone come to me, say they can do themselves. I'm like, sure, I'll rent the stuff and I'll charge them a little bit more than what I charge if I did it myself. Psyche 101. Yes, because realistically, guess what? They thinking that they kind of, getting over or whatever the case may be. But bottom line is you still got paid and you ain't got to do no labor. You don't have to do any labor. Guys, when I like stopped doing events and I was here, but I still rented out equipment, and we still do it. Not as much as we used to, because a lot of my stuff be utilized like for the tours and stuff. But as far as renting out kits and renting out fabric, like that was easy peasy. I ain't had to deliver. I ain't had to pick up. Like that was easy peasy for me. I was so cool with that. And I like that little model a lot better because I ain't had to do nothing, right? So that was cool. And it's like just really putting it in a situation where making it a win-win. They got what they wanted. You still got paid and didn't have to work for it. So that was smart. But wait a minute. Guess what? Oh, I am on StreamYard. So I want everybody not going to be able to see it because everybody not on StreamYard. But guys, guess what? I got some. We love you down here in Florida. Who down there in Florida, girl? Who is that? You got to tell me because it just tells me Facebook user. What's your name, boo? Florida, y'all know that's my peeps. I don't know, especially now that I'm so much closer to Florida. Anytime I just need to get to some quick water, because I ain't going to Lake Lanier. I ain't know no better. I went there a couple times when I first came here. I ain't know no better. But we're run down to Florida real fast just for a quick little getaway. But guys, I got something. Oh, that's Janice. Hey, Queen. I got something I want to tell y'all. I know some of y'all gonna be like, oh my God, no, this is not happening. No, I wasn't ready. No. But then some of y'all gonna be like, oh yeah, but you don't understand what's happening on the flip side. So one thing I want to tell y'all is, what have we got here? The Facebook group. So if everybody almost over here that's on Facebook is pretty much in my group. And the guys that's on actual YouTube can't see it. But if you're over here where you can actually see it, let me see if they allow me to put it on YouTube. Maybe, because I don't even have people catch the replay, like people that are just new. So I'm gonna put it over here. I can't put it up there because I ain't gonna be able to type. I ain't gonna be able to do it. And you guys, y'all know my links on both of my pages is in my bio. So one thing is, if you're not in my Facebook group, you definitely want to join Posh, the Posh Academy's Pipe and Drape Learning Community. That's one thing. If you're over here on YouTube, most of you guys on Facebook are definitely in my group. Another thing is, now lately you guys probably have saw send out like our Saturday sales. So we made those mystery boxes. Baby, y'all blew us out the water this weekend. I mean, it was like, Michael was like, my UPS guy, it was like, I don't know. It was like maybe 60 boxes in one day gone. It was a lot. So I was like, all right, I can't do no more promo because it just was a lot of boxes, right? But if you are not on our mobile community, you're going to want to join. You can simply join by texting the word guide to the number that's scrolling across the screen. And one thing you're going to get is our new and updated draping guide, and it's totally free. And another thing you're going to get is early bird access to all of the promos. So even if you're in a group or if you're on my email list, guess what? You still will get it, but you guys won't get it until a little later in that day. The first group that it goes out to, and that's the exclusivity about being on the mobile community, is that you get early access to any kind of discount, any kind of promo. So normally you guys would get it about 9 o'clock. And then we instantly see them coming in, bam, 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 bam. So by the time it goes out around 12 or 1 o'clock, like to the groups and things, some of the colors are sold out, some of the boxes are sold out. And guys, we're just us. So as we have like collectively maybe like 30,000, 40,000 people that we be sending messages to. So something like that, I will only send it to my mobile community so they get early access, right? You need it mint sequin. So yeah, so if you're not, I'm just going to put it here on Facebook as well. I want you to text the word join to this number. No, not join. Guide, because that'll also give you access to the new guide. Text, and if you are already on the list, there's no sense in texting this number because you're already there. So it's not going to send it to you. Text guide to 404-737-0803 for mobile community. And I hope you guys hear me up there because I can't text it up there. I'm gonna get me a moderator on my lives. Wait a minute. Did I put that word 2 times? I did. All right. So that's the second thing, right? Text the word guide to that number for access to the guide and also access to any of our promos. We normally do them on Saturdays. We don't do them every Saturday, but the Saturdays we do them, it only goes to the mobile guys first. They get it for a good, 3 to 4 hours. And then by the time it goes to the regular community, some of the stuff is sold out. So another thing I want to mention, I don't know about this one. Hold on. All right, so if you see the screen going across, the scroll going across the screen, guys, guess what? I've been telling y'all earlier this year, 2022. This is our last year for touring. This is it. We ain't adding no cities. We actually deleted a few cities. I think we deleted 2 today. This is it. So those of you that may be thinking, oh, I'll catch you in 2023. No, you won't. No, you won't. This is our last year on the road, doing the tours. It's some other things that's in the works that we're super, super, super excited about. And unfortunately, being on tour is not one of them. Even though I do enjoy the tour, it's just, like I said, there's some other things that we're working on. And it's not on the horizon for where we're going. So with that being said, as of now, no one else can sign up for an all-inclusive option, especially for June, because as of Friday is when we start sending those materials out. Anyone that has it all-inclusive for the June tour, you guys start getting your stuff this weekend. It's normally going, like I said, a month before the class. So those things start going out this weekend. So now the only option is for the class. All classes are $997. If you want to upgrade to the other items, you can, but you won't be able to do it until class day. For one, we just don't have enough time to, and I just don't have the time. If you guys sign up like a week from now or whatever, I can't send you the materials and I just don't have time to do that. So as of tonight, we cut off all-inclusive options because we just don't have the time to do it. All the remaining classes are only $997. No code needed. You just go to the website and you'll see that option. It's a 2 payment plan option there. But again, that's it. I think it's Richmond. I definitely think Philly. And I want to say Baltimore. I know if they're not sold out as of now, They're super, super close. I think they only maybe got like 2 slots left. But guys, this is it. Joyce, I'm trying to tell you. I kept telling y'all, like, I kept hinting around to it. I didn't want to really say it until I was certain that some other things I'm working on was really happening. And it's happening. It's happening. So we excited. It's like a bittersweet moment because we got so many memories on the roads, guys. Although we only been doing it for 3 years, but we got so many memories. I think we've hit like, maybe I normally do, I don't know, maybe about 24 cities a year. So we've hit quite a bit. And it was like repetitive, like we would go to some of the same cities, repeating. But we got so many memories, guys. We got enough. So this is it. This is it. This is the last tour, the last hoorah. If you were looking for a draping class, this is it. Or if you was looking to get Posh approved, this is it. So definitely, if secure your spot. Like I said, those 3 cities, like I said, they're almost full. They don't really have a lot of slots left. If you already signed up and you have the all-inclusive option, you guys will be getting emails this week with, you're getting your kits shipped out. You'll get your track-in, all that good stuff. We actually started packing the toolboxes and stuff. We started doing that yesterday. So we'll be doing it some more up until Friday. Friday is when we're done with kitting the toolboxes and having the shirts printed up and the fanny packs and all that stuff, the kits, the bags, like everything. So I'm excited, guys. Don't be like, wow. We still got a lot of cities left. We still have a lot of cities left. So the only thing is my last 3 cities, which is LA, Phoenix, and Vegas, they are the only cities that have the option of doing all inclusive, because we will actually have to fly to those cities. So they the only cities that will have that option, but every other city is just a class. And if you want to upgrade, in class, you can. But the beauty of it is most of y'all been buying these kits like off the shelves. So y'all already got a kit. You got a kit. I'm definitely the other stuff that came with it, like the welcome, the virtual stuff, that'll come with it. But like any of the extra stuff is not there. So guys, that is it. I wanted to tell y'all that. Definitely wanted to tell you guys that. How I've been logged out. I don't know. So I just wanted to tell you guys that that's all I see. Keisha say, I'll see you when I come back to Chicago. I'll be back in Chicago. And it's funny because I don't know if Lasheen is still here, but I told you, Lasheen, I was going to see if if we were coming back to Chicago. And guess what? We are. But this is it. This is the last year. Woo! Got Posh approved just in the nick of time. Alicia, yes, you did. But look, you're still in Planning to Profit. So tomorrow, guys, if you are in Planning to Profit, tomorrow is our accountability session. I'm super, super, super excited about that. And if you're not in Planning to Profit, and you maybe even if you went through one of my draping master classes, this is the time to get into Planning to Profit, because even though if I taught you how to drape, it's still so many other aspects of the business that you could probably use some help on. Even if I didn't teach you how to drape, and even if you just know your business is stuck and you're like, oh my God, I don't know how to find my people. I don't know how to price my stuff. I don't know what to say to people. You need to be in this program. So that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Just join. Let's party in Chatel. You know we is. So this is it. That's all I got, guys. If you're looking to join Planning to Profit, and that is a membership program that you can cancel at any time, but that is when we go live broadcast via Zoom, and it's a mentoring program. So definitely get in while you can, because the price now is only $97 a month, and it will go up to $297 because it's just that much value that I'm putting in that entire membership. Yay, Vegas. Look at Tanya. Tanya, I will see you in Vegas, boo. That's all I got, guys. Have an amazing night. Thank you guys for staying on with me throughout the entire duration. Thank you for being patient while we had our little mishaps or whatever it was. And guess what, guys? I will see you for our last series of the May sequence, which is talking about money. And that's next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we're talking about ways to manifest money. Like, how can you just attract money to you and to your business? And guess what? I'm going to share some ways with y'all next week. All you got to do is show up and be here. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Oh, Lord. She said, let's start looking for party spots. Bye, y'all. I know y'all going to be in my inbox, Keisha.